Hi everybody, it's Lavinia and welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to do a semi-tutorial of how I put together these quilled items to form an orchid. I have an orchid plant that has not bloomed in the past year, and I saw one of my coworkers, she has an orchid that had some very pretty different colors. And I posted it in my community post, something similar to what she had. And it was just a lovely color. I've never seen it before, almost like a vintagey color. So I selected some peach papers to use for quilling, and I did some petals. And if you're not familiar with quilling, there are tools, and then you just take those strips of paper, roll them around, and for these particular petals, I used loose coils. And I have a quilling kit which comes with these little quilling tools where you insert the paper and then you do it manually. But many years ago, I found it at Hobby Lobby, and I don't see it anymore. But it's from Three Birds, and it's called Quill Ease. So it has this little cover that comes off, and it's manual. So you just have a battery in there. So for example, just to give you an idea of how it works, you would just insert the paper, if I could see, in there like that. And then you just press this button and it spins that for you. So if you want a tight coil or a loose coil, and then you just slip this off, and you can glue that, you can tighten it a little bit, but it's much easier on your hands. So I really love this. Like I said, I bought it at Hobby Lobby many years ago. I haven't seen it since, but if it's something, if any of you are quillers, and I know quilling can be hard on the hands, this again is called Three Bird Studio Quill Ease. Really handy. So anyway, back to the project. So let's see. So I glued together several marquee and crescent shapes, glued them together, and then I put around one strip a couple of times just to make that a little bit sturdier. And so these are going to be these two large petals are going to be the top petals, and then these three are additional petals. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to put that together. And this is not my idea. I saw it elsewhere, but I thought I would just show you, how I'm going to put it together. And I'm probably going to make more using my own template. So then it would be my own idea, I guess, as far as for how many petals or how many shapes of the quilling pieces I would put together. So, just drew it out here, and so you just do your pieces there like that. Okay, so what I'm going to do first is, let's see, I already turned these a little bit. So this is going to be the top, and then I'm going to glue these two together like that. So I'm just going to do that off camera and have it dry. Okay, so that's still drying, but my next step is I'm going to take the two large petals and glue them on top here like that to give it that 3-dimension. So you can see it's already starting to take shape. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to glue down these two marquee, and I just use regular white glue. This is from the Dollar Tree. Whoops. So you can see I just put some there, and that's pretty much how I have been adding that, and the glue will dry clear. So let's see, maybe I'll put it more over here. Put some glue to the other petal, and I really like these colors. I don't want to disturb the camera too much, but I'm going to add that one there. And I'm going to let that dry for just a little bit. But as you can see, boy, that's how it's shaping up. To make the flower center, I've glued these pieces here together, as well as what they call a grape roll to a crescent shape or a half moon. And what I'm going to do next is, let's see, I'm going to glue this down. So I think I'm going to glue this here. Look how pretty that looks. I love these colors. And in the picture, the orchid did have, even though it had those tones there, it still had that yellow center and some pinkish there. So that's why I made this with this color. So I'm going to add that there. And to let it dry, but this is pretty much the finished piece for the flower itself. My plant does have a stake, so I'm just going to wait for this to dry, then I'm going to go ahead and maybe add wire so that I can insert it into the plant. So I will show you that once this dries. So I added this to a piece of thick aluminum wire. I don't have floral tape, so I just used some washi tape instead. And it's still wet, but I put some E6000, so I'm going to have that dry. But as you can see, I think it turned out really nice. I still have to let it dry, but I just wanted to show you what it would look like on my plant. It's making leaves, but it hasn't made any flowers yet. But at least I can have now this permanent flower on my plant. Thanks so much for watching. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave it in the comment section below. It does take quite some time to make these quilled circles, and I saw a video from Debbie Jean's This and That where she had little boxes, and that gave me an idea that I would like to make that, and then, you know, while I'm watching TV or YouTube videos, to just go ahead and, you know, make some extra of these so that I can have them at the ready whenever I want to make a project. Again, thanks so much for watching, everyone. If you have any questions, leave it in the section below. Have a great day. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and see you soon. Bye.